guys, it's Angie from the Freckle Builder here, and welcome to my channel. As most of you know, I recently bought this brand new large format printer, the Epson SC T3170. And as promised, I bought different types of papers and textiles to print on to see what was compatible with this printer. In the beginning of the video, I'm just going to be demonstrating the quality of the print. And at the end of the video, I'm going to give you my honest opinion on the quality of the paper. So without further ado, let's get started. First, we're going to start with plotter paper. So let's talk about the roll we're going to be using. This printer only accepts 2-inch core rolls. The core is the thick cardboard center of a paper roll. The most typical core sizes are 1 to 3 inches in diameter, and the core size refers to the diameter of the inner core of rolled labels. In the wide format world, the following are the most common paper weights: 20 pounds, 24, 28, 36, and 46. These are typically referred to as copy paper or bond paper. One of the thicker paper types is 46-pound paper, which might be used in brochure, menu, or posters. But for this video, we're going to be printing on the 20-pound paper. Let's install the roll first. Lift the front cover, then open and fold back the roll paper cover. Then with 2 hands, we're going to carefully remove the roll spindle. Next, we remove this clear piece so that we can insert the rod into the roll. Once the roll is on the spindle, we then take the clear piece and insert it once again. Once the spindle is back in place, you are going to feed the paper into the printer until you hear a beeping sound and a soft tug like so. Now we close the top and follow the prompts on the screen. This will complete the loading of the paper. We're all set, now it's time to print. As I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I pre-made all of the designs I will be printing just to spare you of a long and dragged out video. Our first print is going to be color on plotter paper. This is actually pretty cool. When I first saw it coming out, I was definitely amazed. The greatest thing about this print is that it's very crisp. The lines are very straight. There are no bleed throughs. The colors are pretty accurate and there are no smudges. There's no blending. Colors are exact and I really like it. The print was pretty awesome. And there's also an auto cooling or an auto drying that happens when the paper is coming out, which is great. Next is going to be black lines on plotter paper, and this one I printed from my phone, which is pretty cool. The next kind of paper we're going to be printing on is printable vinyl, also known as sticker paper, and the finish is matte. FYI, the little marks you see on the corners that are coming out now are called registration marks, and I made those so that later on I can put this on my vinyl cutter and cut out the shape of the sticker. So the print quality on this is amazing, of course. The colors are very vibrant and the lines are very crisp. I do have a problem with the sticker paper that I bought, but right now we're only judging based on printing quality. So I'll give you my honest review on the quality of the paper towards the end of the video. We're still printing on sticker paper, but this time it's going to be just black lines. I just wanted to show you the difference between the colors and the black line. Next is going to be white polyester canvas paper. This one is a little more textured and thicker than the other papers I've been printing on, and I'm actually kind of excited to try this one out. I have to say that this one is my favorite print out of all of them, not because of the design, but because of how it looks on the canvas paper. As you can see in the video, I had to take a second to just stare at it on my own because I was in complete awe when I saw how beautiful this came out. The colors stick so well to the fabric. There was no smudge and it just looked beautiful. The design itself had a watercolor effect to it, which was perfect for this. Yeah, definitely this is my favorite. If you have this printer, I recommend you start messing around with white polyester canvas paper. Next, we're going to be printing on poster board paper. This is an 11 by 14 in size, and we're going to be using our auto feeder for this one. This paper is just a thick construction paper. I'm not sure on the thickness, but this kind of paper you can find on Amazon or a Walgreens, CVS. They usually have it in the arts and crafts section. Switching over to A series paper is pretty simple. I just open up the cover and then I pull up the regular paper holder and I put in whichever size paper I have. In this case, as I mentioned before, this one is 11 by 14. Then I add this tray, which catches all of the paper that comes from the auto tray feeder. The color on this poster board came out really beautiful. Again, the quality of the printing is amazing. One thing I will say is that when it first came out, it was a little wet in certain places, so I just laid it aside and let it completely dry. I'm guessing it's because it has a satin finish, so it takes the dye ink a little longer to dry. Last but not least, we're going to be printing on A4 paper, which is 8.5 by 11. It's regular plain printing paper, so nothing special, but again, came out very vibrant. After printing on these 5 types of papers, I wanted to give my honest opinion on the quality of them. I've already established that the printing quality is perfection, so I have no cons when it comes to the printer itself, just the papers. So let's get into that. So first things first is the plotter paper. The plotter paper, as we know, is universal, which is used on many large format printers. It is pretty much equivalent to regular printing paper on A4 printers. I highly recommend for anybody who uses these printers, especially the large format printers, to buy plotter paper. As I mentioned in the beginning of the video, plotter paper comes in different weights. So if you are into making brochures and posters, even magazines, you can definitely get a heavier roll. So in my book, plotter paper is 10 out of 10. The next paper is the printable vinyl, also known as sticker paper. Now, my only concern with this kind of sticker paper is that it's kind of thin and cheap, flimsy, if you will. And I bought it at a very low price, so in this case, you kind of get what you pay for. Now, there's always a solution to a problem. At least that's how I like to see things. You can laminate the sticker with an adhesive laminating sheet, and that can probably reduce the ripping of the sticker paper and also make it last longer. I guess I'll try that to see if it works. But then again, I'm gonna have to buy a large roll of laminating adhesive sheets, and that's another expense, which if I just bought a good quality of sticker paper, I wouldn't be in this mess. So my final grade for this sticker paper would be a 5 out of 10. And I give it a 5 because there is room for improvement only if you spend some more money, which is not a good thing. Next is my most favorite one, the white polyester canvas roll. I don't have anything bad to say about this. Definitely great material. Thickness is perfect. You can definitely make some canvases with this if you want to, or if you're an artist and you hand paint a lot of your stuff, you can print them on this printer and you can sell them, which is a great idea. And there's so many things you can do with this. The ink dries so quick on this paper. It's very vibrant. I guess the vibrant is coming from the printer itself, but the way it absorbs the colors, everything looks so perfect on this. And my head was spinning when I first saw this because I was like, I have so many ideas. I know where I can go with this. But definitely, if you are into selling canvases or paintings and you want to be able to keep the original but sell a duplicate, definitely go for this paper. My rating for this is definitely an 11 out of 10, and I'm very confident about that score. I don't think I'll be taking it back anytime soon. Next is the poster board card, which is pretty cool. One side has a satin finish and the other side has a matte finish. That way you can print on either side and still have a beautiful finish. I also thought about making festive cards with these. For example, birthday cards, Christmas cards, even Valentine's Day cards. My rating for this paper is, I'd say, an 8 out of 10. It's a great paper, it's nice and thick, and there is some versatility to it. And last but not least, the old regular printer paper. This one is slightly smaller than the A4 format paper. It's a letter size, 8.5 by 11 inches. Colors came out vibrant. I'm not surprised. It didn't bleed through, which is a good thing considering that this paper is pretty thin. But I'm gonna have to give it a basic score because it just is a basic paper. There's nothing special about it. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. So there you have it, guys. I printed on 5 types of paper with my brand new Epson SureColor T3170. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comment section and I'll answer it as soon as I can. As always, thank you for watching and see you next time.